from Aqaba, Jordan. This is October 14th, 2023, and we are still here in Jordan for 2 more days, and then we're going to be gone. I just want to I want to talk to you briefly. We are going to be going live in our Shabbat meeting here at approximately 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you go to siteofmoon.com and you click on one of our newsletters there, if you just go to the home page and it says read more, press that button. It'll take you to the latest newsletter, and then you can scroll down. In the newsletter it'll say join our Shabbat meeting, and you can join our Shabbat meeting there. We have prayers and music beforehand that we don't record, and then after that we start to record the teaching with me or somebody else, and today is going to be me. So you're welcome to join us. It's a midrash. We've opened the room up. We can take up to 300 people, so we're hoping you'll join us. If you have questions about what I've been presenting or what we've been talking about, you are allowed to ask questions at our midrash. We only ask you to be polite. We ask you not to talk about conspiracy teachings, any of them. We won't tolerate it. And if you insist, we will give you the boot and you won't be welcome back in. But if you got questions about what we're talking about and trying to understand the prophecies that we are understanding, you're more than welcome to come and talk and debate and to listen. But if you try and take over, we will give you the boot. But we're all there to learn, even me. I may be the leader, but I'm also there to learn. And many of the brethren there are very knowledgeable, and they help me a great deal. So you are welcome to come and join us on Shabbat today, 12:30, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to, again, discuss everything that led up to our understanding of as to when the abomination will be, what the abomination is, where it is, and then what happened on October 7th. 1 week ago this morning, the invasion of Israel by Gaza and the horrific things that they've done to men, women, and children. Again, we don't understand everything, but we're trying to. I have a number of books that you can go and subscribe to. Get them from Amazon if you want. The Abomination That Makes Desolate, the 10 Days of Awe, the Restoration of All Things, and the 2300 Days of Hell, as well as remembering the sabbatical year of 2016. And it was a riddle, not a command. Now, those of you who are believers in the rapture, then you'll want to get our book called The Mystery of the Jewish Rapture 2033. Yeah, I gave you the date. So we teach everything that we do here based on the sabbatical and jubilee cycles. It's that basic understanding of what that is and when they are that gives us the understanding when we apply the holy days to them as to when prophetic events are going to take place. So that's where we come from. That's why we seem to know about these things. We warned people about 2020. We warned about the sword. The sword was to come in the 4th sabbatical cycle, which is the one we're still in. That sword is here. We're on the verge of, World War III with just Russia and Ukraine and Europe. We're on the verge of World War III now with Israel and Hezbollah and Iran and Syria. That's why the United States is here. There's a lot of scary things getting positioned right now. So we're going to talk about a lot of this today. And again, at our meetings, you're allowed to ask questions. You're allowed to converse with us. We don't claim to know everything. But what we do know, we're fairly confident about. The sabbatical and jubilee years we know are absolutely correct. We've got over 89, and I was about to start documenting them all here because I've lost track. We found over 100 tombstones this winter. About 6 of them I already had. There's 20 there or 16 there that I didn't have before. So how many I've got altogether with all our other proofs, I think is well over 89, but I'm not sure. We know when the Sabbath and Jubilee years are. We know when the middle of the Jubilee year was, 2020. And then from that, we'll explain how we arrived at the dates that we did. September 22nd, September 22nd, September 25th, and September 29th, and then October 6th, October 7th, and then October 10th. Why we were looking for things on those dates. So that's what we're doing today. You're more than welcome to join us. And okay, Gail Lee, I have no idea about that. I have not even looked at it. Maybe one of the people at our meeting might be able to help you answer that question. Could be a very good question. Haven't looked at it. So, hi Lisa. Thank you for holding me in your prayers. Again, we are seeking to understand. We are seeking to help other people understand. We are not telling people what you have to believe. You don't have to agree with us on everything. But we have a midrash that we talk to people. We have a meeting where people can actually take part in it. And you're not just another face in the audience. You're actually participating in our meeting. So we encourage that. We like doing that. And you're more than welcome to join us. But that's what's going to happen today. So today's Shabbat is going to take place at 12:30, between 12, well, we start open the doors at 12:30. We have the meeting, prayers and music beforehand. And then the meeting generally starts around 1:15, 1:30. Who knows how long the music goes. That's when we'll start. So you're more than welcome to join us. Please do. Okay? So, I don't know, is there anything else I should say? Yeah. We've had some friends come through here, and they are now safely arriving in Dallas. They should be there at any moment. They had to flee Israel fairly quickly. There's a lot of things going on here. We had rumors yesterday, which started to scare me. This great calling of all Arabs, all Palestinians to flood the Alaska Mosque. And so there's 100 trucks coming across the Sinai Desert to the Egyptian border with Israel. There was Hezbollah making all their threats up in the north. There's a massing of an army in the Syrian area. There was protests and riots going on in Amman, Jordan. And it was Friday. Not that Friday the 13th matters to me, but it was Friday, the call for prayers to go up to the Alaska Mosque. And so we were a little bit nervous. And at the same time, there was this warning by the IDF for everybody north of this certain river in Gaza to get out. They were about to come in there, which is, the polite way of saying we're about to flatten everything that's there. So that's going to cause a reciprocal around the world as they go in there and flatten everything that's in their way. And Hamas is planning all this. They want them to come in. They want to draw them in there to kill more soldiers. So you still need to pray for Jerusalem. You still need to pray for the young men. I just read a report this morning. A young soldier, 19 years old. Remember this name, Maitan Arbgil. I'm not sure if I'm saying his last name right. Maitan Arbgil. He was fighting with his unit in one of the towns along the border, and a grenade was thrown into his personnel carrier. And this 19-year-old kid, clean-shaven, Probably couldn't grow a whisker if he tried. Thin rimmed glasses. He's a cute, good looking young man. He jumped on the grenade to save his friends. And his dying words were that he did that to save the people of Israel. He did all he could to help the people of Israel. Pray for these kids that are here, that are doing this on the front line every day. Every day. They were kids that were taken out in the initial attack. They'd gone to the bomb shelter. There wasn't a failure in security. They did the standard procedure. They all went to the bomb shelters when the missiles were being launched. And when they were in the bomb shelters, they flew over in those little kites they made and dropped this incendiary device into the chimney, which went down and blew out the whole place, killing all those young men and women who were following procedure. There have been hundreds of young men and women in the IDF killed. I think the number is 1,300 dead now. Men and women, children, mothers, pregnant mothers, with the babies pulled out of their stomach, babies decapitated, babies burnt alive in cars, bodies burnt. The horrific things that are going on here in Israel need to be told to the world. Do not hide it. Do not turn your face away from it. Go and show it to the people. Show it to the people that deny the Holocaust. Show it to the people that deny this is happening. Show it to the people that are pro-Palestinian. All the newscasts, news teams were brought in and shown this stuff. It's not hidden. They were shown it. They've been reporting it. It's not made up news. It's not AI generated crap. It's the real deal. Pray for them. And I want you to understand, this is not just for Israel. This is for all the world. It's coming to you. It's coming to you. This is the start of the 10 years or 10 days of awe. 10 days when you are supposed to repent and return to Torah, return to obeying God. 10 years is what it translates out to be. This is the start. So we're going to go through a lot of this today. It's going to be a tough pill to swallow. And I hope you'll join us. So, Joe Dumond from SightedMoon.com. May Jehovah be with you. May you open your eyes to the truth. May you get off your high horse that you're on and humble yourself and start to be a member of the body with different jobs, different roles, but a member of the body nonetheless. Stop the bickering and fighting. Stop the finger pointing and all this other stuff that we're doing, and start to love one another. You know, I believe as Josephus says that the temple was destroyed in 70 AD because there were three factions there that hated each other, all Jewish, three factions, all hated each other so much they did not have a love for anyone. Don't let that be said about our generation. Love one another. Okay? Joe Dumond, SightedMoon.com. See you at our Shabbat meeting this afternoon. Bye.